Hey guys, my name is Shashank and welcome back to this new Excel tutorial, and today in this video we are going to learn the index plus match function and how these two functions club together and give you the desired output. And what you are seeing in this screen is the final output, or you will say a very simple practical application of index plus match function. You will see that we have a student name and the subjects and their score, but there is a problem that there are three different types of scores. One is from unit test, one is from midterm, and third is from final, right? So we have to see that how many scores has been scored by a particular student in a unit test, in a midterm, or in a finals, right? So we can use index plus match functions, plus you can use these interactive buttons to filter out your data. For example, if I change the let's say we are looking after the scores of gym, right? So I will just delete it and you will see the NA because there is no input. So if I type here gym, okay, and I press enter, you will see the scores are displayed. But if I select the unit test, the scores from unit test will be displayed and the headers will change automatically. And if I say midterm, the midterm will be displayed, the headers will be changed, and if I go to finals, the final score will be displayed. So this is a very simple but a practical application of index plus match function, which you can use, which you can achieve after understanding the basic functions of the index and match, right? So let's start this video, and first of all we are going to cover the index function, right? So this is a very simple data. We have two columns. In first column we have the name, and in second we have the marks. So index basically just find out the cross section of rows and columns, right? For example, if I say go to the row number 3 and go to column number 2, so row number 3 this one and column number 2 this one, so this is the cross section and it will give me the output 88, right? So if I say go to row number 3 and go to column number 1, it will give me the output of Jenny. So this is what index function do. But when we combine it with the match function, it magically becomes so powerful that it is much more useful than the VLOOKUP. So let us apply the index function here, and I will explain the syntax. Is equal to, first of all, just type is equal to, type index, right, open parentheses. Now the first argument is array. So what is array? Array is the rows and columns. We call them two-dimensional data, where we have the vertical and horizontal data. So we can select the whole array starting from the A1 to the B11, and then the next argument is the row number, right? So row number, in which row you want to find out the data. So let's say I want to find out the data in row number 3, and then the next argument is column number. So we only have two columns, so either you can select first column or second column. So I will select the first column, close the parentheses and press enter, and now you will see the output is Jenny. So as I told you, the index function demands three arguments. The first is the array in which your data is, and second is the row, and third is the column. So if you just type another, again the index function, right, and you select this array, right, and press then go to the row number 5 and then press column number 2 and press this and this, okay. So now 65. So this is how index function work. A very basic function, a very easy function. And I would say that when we use index function most often, right, we don't use it as a standalone function. We always combine it with different functions, right? So this is what the index function do. Now we will understand the match function, how the match function works. So is equal to match, right? So match function find out a lookup value. It takes an input and then find out, look up that input or that key value in the data, and then give you the location of that input, right? So for example, if I want to find out gym, so it will go in this data, it will find out the location of gym. The first row is false, second, third, fourth, and fifth. Now the fifth is where the gym is, right? So it will give me the row number 5, right, as the output. So this is what the match function do. right? So first of all, let's see what is the lookup value. You can use a variable or you can use a hard value, or you can just type the value here. For example, if I want to find the value gym, I will type gym, and then we have the lookup array. So lookup array, in this we have to keep in mind that it only works in the one dimension, right? It either go horizontal or it either go vertically. You cannot select the whole data, or you can do it, but it works fine when we select the single dimension. So I just want to find the name, so I will just select the names column, right? And then it will ask me what type of match you are looking for. So if you are looking for the exact match, which we always focus on, so I will just select exact match and I will press uh, close the parenthesis, press enter. So now, as I told you, it will find out the location of gym in that data set, right? So now let's go back to the index function. The index function demands two arguments. The first is the row and then column, right? But the match function gives you the row number. So when we combine these two functions, you can actually use it as a VLOOKUP. So now I will again explain the match function is equal to match open parentheses the lookup value. This time we are going to use the variable, so I will just select this cell and the lookup array. So now select the whole data from the whole column and then the exact match and close the parentheses. Now output is NA because the cell which we have selected is empty. So now let's type John. It will give me the row number 2. So if I type Kane, so it will give me the row number 8. So now, so this is how the index and match functions work. So I hope these two functions are clear to you. Now we are going to combine these two functions and find out the marks of gym. So let us see how to combine these two functions. So first of all, we will start it with the index. So index, we will select the whole array and then the row number. We do not know where is that data is, right? So we do not know the row number. So to find out the row number, we are going to type the match function here. So is equal to match open and lookup value. So if you are looking for the name, if you are trying to find out the value using the names, then you will select the column in which the names are. If you are going to find out the values through marks, so you will select the marks column, right? So I'm going to find out the values using the name, so I will select the name column and then the lookup array. I will select the first is the lookup value which I want to find, and then second is the lookup array. So this is my lookup array, and then the match type as usual 0, and then the last argument of index function is the column number. So where is the data? What do you want as an output, right? So if you want the output as the marks, so you will select the column number 2, right? So I will select column number 2 and close parenthesis, press enter. So now if I type here gym, so it will give me the marks of gym 65, right? So if I change the value to Kane, it will give me the marks of Kane 32. So this is how we combine index and match function. So let me explain it once again how this function works. So I want to find the marks of mark. So I will type index function, index open parentheses array the data, right? Select it, row number I don't know, so I will type the match function and then the lookup value. So this is the lookup value which I am trying to find, and then the lookup array I want to find in the names, and then the match type is 0, and then column number I want output as marks, so that's why I'm trying to match this value to this column, and then I want the output as marks, so the column number is 2. So close parenthesis, press enter. So the marks of mark is 47. So this is how the index and match function works together, and it becomes so powerful that it is much more beneficial to use index plus match in comparison to VLOOKUP, because VLOOKUP has certain limitations which the index and match functions overcome. So this is the first example. Let's go to the second example, the horizontal lookup. So now we will just talking about the vertical lookup. If your data is in the columns, right? So you can also use the index and match function. So instead of using the vertical array, you are using the horizontal array. That is as simple as that. So just see that instead of selecting the data downwards, we are going from left to right, from B1 to K2, and then we are looking for the gym, and then B1 K1 same. It is exactly the same, right? So let us see that what is actually happening here. The only difference is we already know the row number, right? Because there are only two rows, so one or two. So we have given the input as a row number, but we do not know the column. So this is what the match is going to do. Match is going to find out the location either in the columns or in the rows. So just the opposite, we were doing we were giving the input as column number, but here we are giving the input as the row number, but using the match function to find the column number. So this is the only difference we have done here, right? So now let's go to the left lookup. So as I told you that VLOOKUP has certain limitations. The first limitation is that VLOOKUP always try to find values from left to right, which means the value which you are going to find out in the data, it should always be on the first column of your data. If it is on the second or third column, it will not find the values which are on the left side of the data. But with the index and match function, we can easily overpower this limitation. So let us see how to do that. For example, in this data, we are trying to find out the sales of Michael, right? But if you see, the Michael is in the third column and sales is in the second column. So it means that data is trying to look, the function is trying to look from right to left. So, but VLOOKUP cannot do that. So we will see how to do that. So as simple as that, you just have to use the index and match function. So I will just use this cell as the input. I will remove the sales. So is equal to index and the data array. This is my whole data, and the row number, I do not know the row number, so I will type the match function here, and the lookup value, this is my lookup value, and the array. So I am trying to find the name, trying to match the name with the data. So that is why I will select this name column, and match type is always 0, close parenthesis, comma, and the column number. So where is the data? The data is in my second column, so I will select the second column, close parenthesis, and press enter. So you see the Michael has I think there is some problem with that. Okay, I have selected the data from C2 where it should be selected from C1. Okay, so you will see this is how the function works. You have to select the data correctly, because if I start my index array from A1 to C11, then my second lookup array should also start from the first cell. That is the issue. So right, so Michael has 757 sales. So if I change the name from Michael to Kane, it will give me the output 544. So if I want to find the store value, I can just simply change the column number from column 2 to 1. It will give me the store value, right? That Kane has the store 7. And if I change to Chris, it will give me the values of Chris. So this is the functions of index and match. When they are combined, they can even become more powerful than the VLOOKUP. So now next is the three-way, which I just told you in my intro video, that how you can use the applications, you can use interactive buttons by using the index and match function. So in this, we are trying to use index and match function to filter out the data based on two criteria. The first is the name of the student, and then we have the subjects, right? So we want to find these two values, gym and the subject, gym and subject, gym and subject. So we will learn how to do that. So if you see, we have already applied this. So let us see first of all what is actually happening here, and then I will give you the practical live demonstration. So first of all, we type the index function, then we have the array. So array is from B2 to D11, right? You can even start it from A, it doesn't matter, right? So then we have the match function. So what we are trying to look at here, so first value is the name of the student. So we are trying to look up the value of Jim, that is the student, and then we have the lookup array. This is where the data is of the students, and then here we have closed the first match function. And then second match function is starting with the G2. It is looking after the value of this the subject math, and then the data is starting from B1 to D. So this is starting from B1 to D, which is, as I told you in the second example, we are using the horizontal arrays, so it can also be combined with the index and match function. And then finally we have the match type. So now in this match and in this match, if you see, we are using match functions to find the row number and even the column number. If you see, the match function here will find out the row in which the name of the student is, and the second match function will find out the column number. It will give me the 1, 2 or 3 in which the subject is written as a heading. So if it's math, it will give me the output as 1. If it's physics, it will give me the output as 2, and so on. So this is how the match function is used to find out both the row number and the column number. So let us apply this formula here and see how it works. So first of all, I will apply here is equal to index open parentheses and then the array. So I will just select the whole array, and then the row number. For that I have the match function, and then the lookup value. This is the first lookup value which I am trying to find, and then the lookup array. So lookup array is my name, so I will select the name, and the match type is 0. Press close the bracket, and then start the second match function to find the column. So lookup value is math, I want to find the subject. So lookup array is starting from, you can even start it from here, and then we have the 0, and then press okay. So Jim has scored 97 in the maths, and if I just copy this function to the adjacent cells, it will automatically give me the output. And to do that, you should always lock your values, which we call the absolute references. So if I lock these values, it will be easy for me to shift my formula from one cell to another by just simply dragging to the different cells, right? So this is how these functions are working. So if I just simply drag it to the left, it will give me the same output because it is already looking the same value, that is the G2, but here I want the value as H2. So now the value is 70, and if I want the chemistry, and I will just drag it to this one, and I can just simply change from H2 to I2, and then I have the value as 73. So this is how the index and match function works, right? So now let us try to implement the interactive buttons using this function, right? So let us see how to do that. So first of all, I just have these values, and I want to use the interactive buttons which I explained in the beginning of the video. For that, I want to find out the values of column by using the match function. Here we are using the match function, but if I use the interactive buttons, I can just simply remove this function and simply use the interactive buttons input. So let us see how to do that. So first of all, I will just simply go to the developer tab. If you don't have the developer tab, you can just simply activate it by going into the file and then go to the options and then go to this customize ribbon, right? And then just check it, right? And then you will have this developer tab. So now I will go to the insert, and then I will use these buttons, right? So just simply create one button and change the name of that button from by default to math, and then just simply right click, go to format control, and then here we have this cell link value. Where do you want to get the output from this button? So these buttons always work on 0 and 1, right? If it is checked, the output will be 1, and if it is not checked, the output will be 0. So I will select a cell where I want this value from this interactive button, so press OK. So now if I select this cell, it will give me the output 0. So that is all which we have to understand about these functions. And then press Ctrl D. So when you press Ctrl D, it will automatically link the second interactive button to the cell which we have used for the output. So if I press this, it will give me the output 2. Why? Because these two values are being added here. So that is why it is easy to use interactive buttons by simply pressing Ctrl D, and then you can create multiple copies, and then you can just change the values from 1, 2 and 3. So now these 1, 2, 3 will serve as the input for the index function to use as column number, right? So if I use the column number 1, 2 and 3, it will give me the output, desired output, right? So this is what we are going to achieve here. So let us see how to do that. So first of all, we are going to type the formula here. So I will just copy this formula, press Ctrl C, escape, and let us type the formula here and press Ctrl V. So now I will remove this function from here, right? And I will just simply select this cell and press enter. So you will see it is taking the column number from this cell, column number 1, and select this. It will change the value to another and then another. So now I will just have to change the names. So from math, I will change it to physics. And then the third one will be changed to chemistry, and I will just simply align them by going to the format tab, align to left, and then distribute them vertically. So now we have these 3 buttons, and we have the output, the score output, right? And we have the student name, the gym, right? So now if I press math, it will give me the output of gym, but how many scores he has scored in math, that is 97. And if I go to physics, that is 70. And if I go to chemistry, then it is 73. So if I change the name here from Jim to Mark, it will change the scores, the math, physics and chemistry. So this is how you can use the index and match function with these interactive buttons to get the output, or you can make your dashboards by using these functions. So I hope that you have learned something new in this video, and if you have learned something new, and I'm sure which is the case, so please don't forget to like, share and subscribe this channel, because it matters a lot when we get the appreciation from our viewers. So thank you very much once again for watching this video, and stay tuned for my upcoming videos. Thank you very much.